Hello, hello, hello to all you wisdom walkers, want to be wisdom walkers, need to be wisdom walkers. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma coming to you with probably by the time you get this recording, it'll be the beginning of August, but it is for July the 18th to the 26th, the closing out of the July astrological energies. I didn't want to not get this to you because the astrology for August, which we're in now, actually will build on this. And so I thought it was important that you at least get this information, especially about that full moon on the 21st and just the aspects that happened. I did do a special report about that, associating it with the rise of Kamala Harris's bid for the White House. So I'll leave the link to that video in the description box below this. But without further hesitation, let me take you through the final astrological energies of July 2024, because as I said, it will shift over to what is going to be going on in August. Yeah, it's going to be powerful. So here we go. Just a reminder that at the time of the 18th, we were still closing out the Cancer season. And I always like Cancer season. It's fun. It's like the opening of summer. And so I hope everyone's opening to summer was really, really good. So let's go to Thursday, July 18th. And here we have the Sun in Cancer sextiling Uranus in Taurus. Sextile flow energy. Yeah. And so today it says you may have felt energized to break free from restrictive influences and anything that has been restraining your ability to express your authenticity. This creative aspect could have helped you to transform your space into something very personal and very much your own. Also, a good time to move into your own space. Yeah, lots of movement energy there with that. And then we jump to Saturday, the 20th. And here we had another sextile. This was with Mars in Taurus, sextiling Neptune, which is still retrograde in Pisces. This sensual aspect is great for romantic relationships and may even help us find our soulmate as the spiritual world meets the physical one. Becoming too attached to your lofty dreams could distract you from achieving them. Instead, allow your motivations to light your action from the rear of your mind, but keep your eyes and hands on what's in front of you moment to moment. And yes, that has been a big theme that's been going on about just taking it one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Yeah, because there's just so much shifting right now. It's just phenomenal, phenomenal. Also on this day, we had Mars entering into Gemini. Now, Mars is the planet of drive and assertion, and it entered Gemini where it will stay until September the 4th. This planetary ingress is a big deal. Mars rules the way we show our masculine energy and the way we go after our desires. Our words, written or spoken, gain incredible power. I'll repeat that. Our words, written or spoken, gain incredible power. Our inner warrior may be on a quest for knowledge for the rest of the summer. Over the next several weeks, you may be able to see problems from every angle and come up with ingenious solutions. The pen will prove to be mightier than any sword. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful energy. And then we get to this awesome aspect day of the 21st of July. And we had Venus in Leo sextiling Jupiter in Gemini. Our popularity could increase today as the social aspect could make us the life of any party. This is a great time to be the center of attention. So use it to your advantage by getting gifts, information, and followers. Yeah, wonderful cheerleading and boosting aspect right there. Then we had a square. Interesting. This was Mercury and Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus. Big egos can get easily bruised today. It's not a great day for going out, as the world seems a little colder and meaner than you would like. And, I just love when the astrology shows up, where it gives us, this kind of flow energy, but also a very hard energy, a challenging energy in the same day. Yeah. And it's like how the universe recognizes diversity, and that different people are going to have different reactions to things, that we're not going to experience everything the same way. And, that's what makes the world go around. Also on this day, we had another flow energy. This is a trine of Sun in Cancer, trining Neptune retrograde in Pisces. A good aspect for looking at the world with an understanding eye as we become more empathetic, compassionate, and caring for the struggles of others. Be gentle with yourself and others as you allow yourself to truly feel your deepest emotions. Yeah, so a call for that emotional intelligence. And then we had another trine on this day. This with Mars again in Gemini, trining Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. While this aspect can bring intensity to our relationships, it gives us the strength and demeanor to make positive changes in our lives. Some of us might even step into leadership roles now. And of course, I correlated that to Kamala Harris's experience and all the support she got. Yeah. But again, we had, a sextile and a trine, then a square, and then this trine showing up. So more flow energy than tight energy, but still, just an awesome, awesome day. And again, it's full moon in Capricorn. This is the second one. Capricorn represents ambition, planning, and determination. This second time for the full moon in Capricorn, the first one was in June. The moon becomes full in the sign of the sea goat, giving us all a round giving us all a round of applause and cheering on our success. Again, you can't make this stuff up. There is a strong possibility of receiving the recognition you deserve, and receiving the recognition and deserve, and reaching those achievements of which you have been dreaming. You can see I'm just like flustered with this as I'm reading again, just how, so on point this was. And also for the Olympic athletes that won gold on this day. This particular full moon in Capricorn has some very interesting astral signatures. The full moon is at 29 degrees Capricorn, and it's conjunct Pluto at 0 degrees Aquarius. Full moon is engaged in two aspects, a sextile with Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces, and a trine to Mars at 0 degrees Gemini, which I just talked about. We again find the 29th degree, the last degree of the sign, and the 0 degree, the first degree of the sign. That's from Astrobutterfly. Yeah, and all of that means like everything is lined up for a reason. Everything is in a cosmic alignment. Yeah. Also about this moon at the 29th degree in Capricorn, the last degree of a sign is called the anaretic degree, and it's believed to be particularly powerful, representing the maximum accumulated experience. The 29th degree is basically an expert of the sign. It knows it inside out. This full moon at 29 degrees Capricorn is a culmination, but also a new beginning. We usually don't associate full moons with new beginnings, but this second full moon in Capricorn is basically a culmination followed by a new beginning. The 29th degree of this lunation suggests that we've been there, done that. We know what to expect. We know what we need to focus on. There are no big surprises. Astrobutterfly. Yeah, really powerful. And then she goes on to talk about this 100% commitment energy. She says this 100% commitment is what I see as a sacred passage from the 29th degree of Capricorn to 0 degree Aquarius. August full moon will be in Aquarius. This 100% commitment has the potential to create a breakthrough and miraculously change our lives. At the full moon in Capricorn, you can finally break free from old patterns and models to embrace change. There's something magical about 100% commitment, Astrobutterfly says. Not 99%, not even 99.9%, but 100%. When we are 100% committed, we are all in. Failing is not an option. When we are 100% committed, we connect ourselves to the fabric of the universe, and the universe begins to conspire to help us achieve our goal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, there is this correlation between that full moon in Capricorn and the 2020 shift. Astrobutterfly again says, I truly feel this is one of the most important full moons we had in a long time. It activates some very important degrees of the zodiac that have been pivotal for our collective journey. 29-degree Capricorn is where Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter were positioned in 2020 during the pandemic, marking a significant moment of transformation and societal upheaval. 0 degrees Aquarius is where a new 20-year Jupiter-Saturn synodic cycle started on December 21st, 2020, marking the beginning of a 200-year air era. And what that means is for the next 200 years, the Aquarius will be the focal point of which all of the planets are going to be touching on. And we call this a full opening to the age of Aquarius. Yeah, very, very, very powerful. Next, from Lena Stevens, who writes on thepowerpath.com, is her website. She does amazing work. She talks about release and embrace, what we are being called to notice, what is blocking us from our true potential and the ability to manifest, as well as to notice where we need to embrace taking more responsibility for our lives. This is a good moon for acknowledging completions, releasing limitations, and embracing a new vision. Isn't that marvelous? Fears that are related to your attachment to concrete beliefs and physical structures in your life may surface at this time. It is important not to get distracted by them, but rather to focus on the potential for growth, transformation, and new perceptions. Beautiful, beautiful. And then last but not least, I wanted to share with you the spiritual meaning of the buck moon, which is what the native name that's given to the moons in July. And it's named for the fact that the male deer antlers typically reach the peak of their growth at this point in summer. Spiritually, you can think of the fullness of the buck's antlers as a metaphor for harnessing your full potential. I'll repeat that. Spiritually, you can think of the fullness of the buck's antlers as a metaphor for harnessing your full potential. This energy symbolizes our own patterns of shedding past layers of ourselves to become a new version of ourselves. It's a time to not only step into your spiritual purpose, but also part ways with the practices, thought patterns, and habits that keep you from actualizing your full manifestations. Wow. Wow. Just delicious. Just delicious. So again, this is why I did not want you to miss this, even though this is the beginning of August, because this is really, really important. And I want you to really think back, to 2 weeks ago and think about what was going on for you, where you're at now as a result of the 21st energies. Yeah, really powerful. So let's move into Monday, July 22nd, because following those awesome aspects, we had some interesting things like the beginning of Leo season. So happy birthday to all you Leos out there. No matter what your sun sign is, this is the best time of year to embody sun's qualities, which is authenticity, confidence, courage, radiance, warmth, and generosity. Also, for the 24 Leo season, the message is get ready for good vibes as the sun shines in its ruling planet for the next 4 weeks. This transit brings some big main character energy, as even the most introverted person is ready to roar. Go after what you want with dramatic flair. Yes, yes, yes. Love it, Leo season. And now also on this day, we had, interestingly, an opposition with the sun in Leo to Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So it says, starting Leo season with a major identity crisis as we may not know who we are anymore. Don't self-destruct just to find yourself. Take a time out and listen to your heart. And several people I've been having conversations with where they're really in that process of, uncovering, remembering, and reconnecting to more of the truth of who they are. So really, really powerful energy that showed up. Yeah. Along with it being in Leo season. I just love it. It's just great. Yeah. And again, this is, part of this stretching, growing, evolving that the universe is calling us to. Absolutely. Now, on Thursday, July 25th, we had Mercury entering Virgo. Now, Mercury in Virgo is the only placement where a planet is both in its domicile, which means its home area, and exaltation, meaning it's like really its energy is just being boosted up. This means that Mercury feels very good in Virgo and gets to do what Mercury does best: think, analyze, organize, articulate, communicate. And considering that thinking and communication, Mercury, are so important in our everyday life, this transit is good news for everyone. This is our opportunity to sort out loose ends, solve communication problems, and figure things out. If you want to set up your website or write that book, now is the time. Yes, wonderful, wonderful energy there. Also, about Mercury entering Virgo on the 25th, because Mercury is about to go retrograde on August the 5th. While it's happy to be in one of its ruling planets, this won't be a super easy transit due to its upcoming retrograde. Think with level-headed practicality and don't let your anxiety override your better judgment. Yeah. And then also on the 25th, we had the sun in Leo sextiling Mars in Gemini. Again, nice flow energy. This social aspect may have had even the shyest person mixing and mingling today. It was a great day for getting outside of your comfort zone by attending parties, talking to new people, or making the first move. And then last but not least, we get to Friday the 26th. And this is where we had Chiron going retrograde in Aries. And it'll be retrograde in Aries until the December 29th of this year. When Chiron is direct, we look for healing outside. We go to the doctor, the shaman, the spiritual guru, the coach. When Chiron goes retrograde, we look for answers inside. We become our own medicine. So you may be experiencing that pull to go in, to get still, and address some things. Absolutely. So here's some more information for you. Chiron retrograde in Aries, wounds to self-assertion and independence. Chiron has been in Aries since February 2019. Under the guidance of Chiron retrograde in Aries, we have been exploring our wounds in relation to selfhood, independence, impulsivity, physical activity, masculinity, and self-assertion. Chiron retrograde in Aries brings us face to face with blockages to our courage in the past and present. Finally, through Chiron's healing process, we recover access to our heroic spirit. So again, since 2019, February 2019, those are the themes, those are the issues that we have been healing through. And I know everybody on the planet can definitely relate to one or all of those themes. Chiron retrograde in Aries, heal those wounds. This is a message from Astrobutterfly, who's kind of an expert on Chiron right now. She says, until we address that inner void and heal those wounds, we will continue to attract wounded people and situations that mirror our pain, essentially repeating the same message: heal yourself first. The worst thing we can do during a Chiron transit is to ignore that the worst thing we can do during a Chiron transit is to ignore it, avoiding the call and the negative feelings that inevitably arise as we embark on our healing journey. Chiron retrograde periods are excellent times to reflect, reassess, connect the dots, heal, and release patterns that keep us stuck in what's not working. Yes. So again, for all you wisdom walkers, you know, just know that anything that's being pushed up and activated for you or triggered for you, that it has a purpose, and open up to finding that treasure. Yeah, look for the treasure because it is there. It's waiting for you to discover it. Yeah, so really cool. So between now and December 29th, more healing internally do we have. Yeah, how wonderful. Think about how evolved we're going to be when 2025 rolls around. Yeah, I'm excited. So again, just my illustration of 2024, this mineral year, this year of great change, great moving forward in ways we never could have expected. And again, it's all happening because it's part of a cosmic plan for human evolution. Just a shout out to my book. As always, Wisdom Walk to Self-Mastery is still available. And I hope that you are continuing to take care of yourselves, self-care first. Put your oxygen mask on before you try that for other people. And also, if you're here in the Northern Hemisphere, give yourself some days off to just be in nature, just be in the sun, just play, blow some bubbles, use a hula hoop, roll down a hill. Yeah, let your childlike energy come out because, you know, we are so blessed to have this season, and we need to give ourselves permission to take full advantage of it. So I will be back with astrology for especially August 4th, which is when we have a new moon in Leo. And then Mercury goes retrograde on the 4th into the 5th. And I had to be holed up because some of the people that I use to give you these messages hadn't put out their reports yet, but they're coming and I will share that information with you. So be well, be safe. I heard of 2 people who got COVID recently who hadn't had it, you know, in 2020, since 2020. I mean, they just hadn't had it, but boom, it showed up. So just know that, like, be cautious, be mindful, treat yourself well, and I will definitely be back to give you some more information. Bye-bye now.